Okay, hello my friend. This is the lab session number 6, your last lab session for CMP 223. Actually, for this lab session number 6, actually is 8, but it doesn't matter. It's experiment 8, but it doesn't matter. So this is lab sheet number 6. You are going to design the circuit for this kind of logic circuit latch, DFF, TFF, and JK. Actually, you know they are different kind of the flip-flop, and this is the design and circuit of the flip-flop. But you are not going to design this kind of circuit in your Quartus. You are going to use the code, Verilog code for the SR latch, for example. Okay, now at the beginning of this course, this lab session, I'm going to learn you something more. Actually, for this lab session, you are working with the Verilog language, and also in the next semester, maybe in the CMP 224, you are going to use the Verilog language for almost all your lab sheet. That's why I thought that if I have a review on the Verilog language, it's very useful for the student for the CMP 223 and also for the CMP 224 in the next semester. So that's why I provide some useful document for you for the Verilog language. Actually, if you just Google the Verilog language, Verilog hardware language, or Verilog language, or Verilog coding in the Google, you can find many pages that is full of the PDF file, or you can search it in the YouTube and you can find different tutorial for the Verilog language. And you can find different books, you can find different slides, you can find different PowerPoint, you can find different Word file, PDF file. So it's full of this tutorial. Google is full of this tutorial, and you can find many tutorials. That's why actually I try to make a short review for the Verilog language. It can be useful for this lab session number 6, and also for the next semester for the CMP 224 for you. So that's why let me give you a short description of the Verilog language. As I told you before, this description, this tutorial for the Verilog HDL, it's not all the Verilog language tutorial. Actually, the Verilog language is, for example, you can find a book with 500 pages, or a book with 1000 pages, and in those books you can find different details about the Verilog language, but here I try to summarize all of them and find the useful syntax, find the practical point of the Verilog language that help you to handle the lab session number 6 for CMP 223, and also for the next semester for the CMP 224. Okay, now just let me review this one, and also I put this Word file, maybe I convert it to the PDF file and put it in the Microsoft Teams. If someone like it, you can download it and use it, and also you can search it in the Google, because I just copy paste all these slides from the Google. That's why you can find all this tutorial in the Google as well. And also you can download it from the Microsoft Teams. It's just 23 pages and it's full of the example. Okay, let me go inside this tutorial and explain some of them very quickly. Okay, the basic Verilog language. Actually, here is the overview of the Verilog language. This is the references, you don't need it. Actually, when you are going to define the code, at first you should define the module. If you remember from the high-level programming language, in the high-level programming language, you define the function, and here you define the module instead of that one. Here the name of the module name, you should write the module name here, and here you should define the module list or terminal list, or your input, and don't forget to put the semicolon, and here you define your module procedure. Okay, and